Thanks. Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to your beautiful life with Jenali. I am Jenali. I am excited to be here today. It's been a beautiful month so far. And I do apologize. I just got out of the gym, so my hair is a little crazy. Um, so super excited to be here today. Hey, so one of the things that has been going on here in my local area is that a lot of people keep calling me out to do protection in their home, to cleanse their home. And I have been called out more in the last 2 years than ever before in my career. So that is something I wanted to talk about tonight is how to protect your home. Now, a lot of people, their go-to is to sage the home, and that is frequently what I do. However, if you just so you know, if you are working with more of like darker energies, darker entities, you might want to refrain from staging your home until you know what you're working with. So just to give you a heads up about that before I start this little process of protecting the home. If they are negative entities or energies, they are sometimes staging makes them mad, just so you know. So I really have to discern for myself what kind of energies I'm working with before I go in and sage a home. So that little disclaimer aside, um, it's really interesting. So here in my little town, a lot of people have needed protection. There's just an energy shift going on here. Our population is growing. So when I go into a home, the first thing I do to bless it, now you can do this with your own home. If you feel comfortable enough or called to, you can do it for other people's homes. But I like to protect mine first with like a dome or a bubble of light all the way around it. And that is just more of a prayer or a meditation, if you will. And that is when I am going to sage the home or to bless the home, that no negative entities or energies can escape and then come back later on. Okay. Um, but once I start that process after the prayer and I start to sage, if that's what I decided to do, I do like to play a higher vibrational music. Now, to me, that's going to look like anything that puts me in my power. That could be also indigenous music, chanting, the still drums, flutes, things like that. But anything that really ultimately brings your power back into you, that makes you feel kind of like a warrior. I love using music to bless my home, to protect my home. Now, lower energies and lower negative entities, they do not like the way that that higher vibrational music sounds, so they tend to just leave, okay? Um, I do like to use music a lot. Now, if I personally am saging or blessing a home and I have decided that that's safe enough to do, I do mine. I start at the front door and I go from left to right in every house and every room left to right. And just saying higher vibrational things using the frequency and the affirmations that you want to bless your home with. So I'm not, blessing my home with like get out, get out, get out, because I don't want the energy of my home to be get out. I want it to be a place of peace, of safety, of love, of laughter. So frequently when I'm blessing my home, I'm just saying more things like, um, I have to get into the energy really quickly. So everywhere I go with the smoke and the sage, the music, whatever it is, I am blessing the home with happiness, with joy, with love, with laughter, with feelings of safety, of peace, um, safe to be me, and just really, really bringing in that love back into the home. So, and then I just bless it in every room that I go into and switch that frequency. Now, if I start to feel heavier energies, I will just ask that any negative energy that is not supposed to be there needs to be blessed out, sucked out, removed completely, and or be transmuted with that vibration of love. And so that's how I first start to bless a home. I find that very good. Sorry. Okay, gotcha. And then the next thing I tend to do is I like to thank the home. A lot of people don't think about this, but your home is a place of privacy, of shelter, of security, of safety. That's what we're looking for in a home. So I frequently get down on the floor and even outside in my front yard and just thank the home for being there for us, for providing the things that it does and allowing that energy of the home to start coming back together. Frequently, people just forget to thank their home, to really talk to the energy, the house energy. Some people call it house spirit. So, in some cultures, they believe that every house has a spirit and we wake the house spirit up to protect us. And I do that. I walk the perimeter and make sure that my energy is firm, that nothing can come in is not welcome. And I only accept and allow vibrations of love, of light, of laughter, the things that I've just repeated before. But I do frequently say it over and over and over to keep it, straight in my mind, to keep it, my boundaries firm. Um, okay, so I do have a caller. Will you put that back up? I've seen Amanda.
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
Oh, hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. What can I help you out with today?
Oh, goodness, I didn't even prepare a question or anything, really.
Okay.
Um, honestly, I'm good with just like a whatever message or guidance really comes through.
Okay,
That
just
makes
like a
sense?
general.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
you got it. Will you do me a favor and tell me what your full birth date is so I can tune into your energy, please?
Sure, yeah, it's April 18th, 1993.
I'm like, I can't even think about what day of the week it is, but your birthday is coming soon. So congratulations. It's going to be like a level up for you. It's going to
Okay,
be exciting. Okay, so
so,
you,
okay.
okay, Amanda, take a deep breath for me, please. All right, there you go. Okay, so the first things that come in your energy is you easily attract everybody else's like chaos and crap. Like it's almost like people just like to dump all over you their stuff. It's almost like you're a magnet for that. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do, you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
But the thing
Or
I'd
maybe
like to tell you
accidentally.
is you've done a great job over your life of growing, of almost like putting your boundaries up of what you're willing to tolerate and what you're not. Like you really have been growing in that form, which is really nice to see somebody do. Um, mhm. Okay, so let's talk about your work really quickly. What's happening at work?
I'm actually a mom. I stay at home. I don't work right now. Um,
Okay, is that something you're looking for or not quite yet?
it's something I've been thinking of going back to school. Yeah.
Okay. I love that because they're just showing me a change in that department right there, like a shift was coming up. So would you
Okay.
say it again? Were you looking to go back to work or going back to school? What did you say there?
Both, honestly.
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
not sure
Let me,
yet.
if you were to go back to school, what would you do?
A lawyer.
Shut up. Oh, that's so exciting. Okay. If I had to
Yeah.
choose between, between the two, like if you could only go back to school or you could only go to work and not both, I would definitely say go to school. Definitely say go to school. Um, your
Mhm.
energy is like somebody who likes, I don't mean like fight, okay? I don't mean like fight with people, but it's almost like stand up for what's right and defend other people.
Yeah.
You've always had that ability within you. You all it's like you could really clearly see what was right and what was wrong, and you tend to fight for those people who can't do it for themselves, or stand up for other people when you see something wrong, and you've had that almost your entire life. So if you could only choose one, I would definitely say go back to school. Even when you think about it, it looks like your energy lights up in a really high, actually. Are you just scared about the time it's going to take? Like, what's holding you back from
Uh,
that?
it's a long story. I don't even know how to begin to explain that one. It's just a lot of strange phenomenon was happening that caused me to get diagnosed schizophrenic. And it turns out I'm not. And getting re-diagnosed now as manic
Okay.
depressive, and It's a long story. It's a very long
Okay.
story,
So
but
just to
I'm not
clarify,
schizophrenic.
you're not schizophrenic, but you might be like
Mm.
manic depressive. Is that what they're trying to do?
Yeah, definitely manic, but no, not schizophrenic.
Okay. Is that something you've had your whole life? Like that, those kind of symptoms?
No, I've
Just
always
recently.
heard things other people can't hear,
Yes.
which I'm only learning now isn't normal. But
Right. Yes.
it's
Hey.
real. That's the funky thing. It's just not something you should be able to hear, which I'm grasping now. Uh,
Okay.
however, yeah, no, I'm at peace with it. It's good. I'm learning to deal with it. It's less chaotic.
So can I ask you when you say you're learning to deal with it, um, have you ever tried to reword that as learning to work with it instead?
um, I think it was to work through it. It's a very long story.
Okay.
It's a very long
Well, I
story.
would definitely like to hear that in the future, but I'm just going to give you a little bit more advice if I can, because what I would love to try to
Yeah,
figure out with you is this an ability? Because in my professional opinion, it always comes down to an ability. And if you're not working with your ability and you're trying to work against it or cover it up or anything, it just gets worse and your energy goes
yeah,
down and you will get depressed and you will have episodes like, what people are calling manic or bipolar, anything like that. But when you learn to work with it. Now, take me for example, like I've been able to see since I was 3 years old, and I would see spirits just like they were humans. And later on in my life, I changed it to just hearing them, and I could hear them with my actual human ears. And then later it changed to just thoughts in my brain because I didn't like to hear them with, my human ears. So I changed it to my brain. And my life got so much better when I learned how to communicate. A lot of the pain in my body went away. My fear went away when I learned how to communicate with, especially ghosts when they needed something. So I would really just have you try to open up your mind because maybe it's not that you need to deal with it, it's work with it instead. And there are several people who can help you out with that if that's the case.
honestly, it's so funny. It's just today I've gotten to a point where I'm at peace with it, and yeah, no, today's been weird. um, it's been a weird few months. Um, no, it's honestly fine for me now. It's not. It's just such a hard thing to explain. Um, I think it's just more so like ignore the things that are more negative. Don't focus on it.
Right.
Because the good is just it really is helpful. Genuinely needed. If anything, actually, it's probably kept me alive. As dramatic as that sounds.
Okay. Well,
No,
I would
I
love to be able to
don't fight
help you
against it.
out with that. Like in the future, if you wanted to talk about that, I would love to. But for right now, in this moment tonight, I really
Yeah,
just
no, it's
want
a
to tell
lot.
you that your soul is, it really is looking to come up and to advance because it just looks like you've held yourself back for quite some time. So if when you think about going back to school to be a lawyer, if that lights up your soul and your happiness the way that they're showing me, please follow that. Please do yourself a favor and follow that because you have that natural ability of standing up for other people and finding the right and in the situation. And when you choose yourself, the universe will support you and they will guide you and everything will be taken care of, even through the challenges. It will all just work out for you. The other thing I'd like to tell you is I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for facing hardships in your life and coming out on top. I don't think that you recognize too much of that for yourself of how good you've been doing through life. but
I
everything
think
looks like
I'm
it's
used
ready
to.
to come up.
I think that'd be nice. I think I'm just used to everything being insane. You know,
I know.
like that's just life. But no, it feels different. I don't know. Today just felt different.
Well, hopefully
It
it's a
really does.
good different that something's going to start changing for you. So, if you
That'd be
feel
great.
like you want somebody to help you through it and to maybe like train with somebody, I've done this my entire life. I can definitely help you out with that. So later on, if you're ready, just find me on Facebook. That's how most of my people contact me, and I can definitely help you through that. Okay.
Yeah, sure. What's your name again?
My name is Jenali.
Sorry,
It's No, you're okay. I know that some
Jenna.
people are just not watching. They're like talking on the phone or something, but it's Jenali, Jenali.
Okay. Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Not a
Okay,
problem.
Amanda, will you have
Thank
a
you.
good night? Okay. You're welcome.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so I have Danielle from Ajo, Arizona.
Yes,
How are you?
I'm good.
What can I help you out with tonight?
Well, I just, I don't know. I just feel like I keep trying to help people out, especially my grown children, and they just keep going in the wrong direction. And I don't have control over that because they're adults. But the
Right.
stress is just getting to me. I don't sleep, and I'm just really tired. But I just want to make sure that my grandkids are taken care of.
Okay. Danielle, will you do me a favor and tell me your full birth date so that I can tune into your energy, please?
Okay, it's October 19th, 1968.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. How many children do you have?
I have a son and a daughter, and
Mhm.
then two
And
grandbabies.
okay. And your son, is he the one that's a little bit what I'd call like worse off?
Yes, he's very,
Yeah.
very lost.
Mhm. Is he using right now?
He vapes the marijuana vapes, but he does it for to help with his anxiety. Because if he doesn't do that, like he's just so angry and just aggressive.
Right. Okay. And then,
I've tried to get him into counseling, and I've tried to get him to get on medication for the anxiety, and he just refuses. Like it's like he self sabotages.
yeah. One, he's just got a lot of anger too. It looks like he likes to just
Yes,
cover stuff up and like shove it down. And I mean, his energy just looks like a mess. It really just looks like somebody who doesn't take care of themselves, who doesn't think highly of themselves, who's he's just a mess. His energy is there's just so much anger and like low self-worth in there. There's like abandonment things going on in there. He's just carrying so
hmm
much stuff with him that it's like you're never gonna, and you're correct, you're not gonna be able to help them because you can't help him through this. Whatever you say is just gonna go in one ear and out the other. And he's
it
really
pretty
gonna have
much
to
that's
find his
what's
own way.
happening.
Yeah.
I just don't know
It's
how to get
because
him in the right
they,
direction. I really don't.
right.
I
I
mean, everybody
honestly,
goes
like, you're
through a
not going
lot
to
of
be able
things,
to.
but
Yeah.
oh gosh, I just
How many children does
I don't
he
know.
have?
He scares me sometimes. He doesn't have any
Yeah.
children,
Okay. So he doesn't have any.
and
Okay.
I'm
Well,
kind of
that
glad
makes
about
me
that
feel
because,
better.
like, with the anger and all that, there's just no way he could
Yeah.
be a good dad.
Right. And so when you said that, I said, I'm glad about that right now because he's going to be
hmm
one of those type of people that really have to hit rock bottom in order just to come back up. Like, anything that you say
mm
to him, he's never going to listen because he doesn't believe anything good about himself. And so it's just going to be one of those things that you almost just pray that they hit rock bottom real fast so they can come back up because his energy just looks like he's spiraling. I don't know if you've ever heard this before, but even prayer sometimes doesn't work on people like that because they're not ready to accept the healing. So,
Mm.
okay, I want to switch to your daughter really quickly. Let's talk about your daughter. What's going
Okay.
on with her?
Well, she's pretty lost as well. She got into drugs, and both of her babies are special needs. They have a lot of health issues and stuff, but she still feels like she's not on drugs right now, but she's just not a good mom.
Does she have any help with the children?
Yeah, she lives with me, so I help her constantly.
Oh, okay, gotcha. No wonder you were out too on top of all that.
Mm.
Okay, hold
And
on.
I
I'm
think
just
she's more worried about trying to like get back with the girl's dad than taking care of them because he's like
right.
a noose around her neck. He's just really bad for her, and she doesn't see that.
Well, she's not ready to
And
see
I know
either.
she resents me for not wanting him around and stuff like that. So there's friction there too. So there's just a lot. I mean, it's a lot some days because if it's not
And
my
our
son, then it's her. It just
yeah.
seems never ending.
Okay, when it comes to the children though, is there in the future, is there any way that you would be able to just take care of them yourself, or do you feel like you're too far into life to do that?
No, I see that happening. I see her
Yeah, so
leaving,
do I.
and I'll have to get custody of them. I do. I've been, well, I don't want to say preparing myself, but yeah, I kind of been preparing myself for
Right.
that because that's what I see happening.
Right. I see that as well. That's why I'm asking if you feel like you could be the one to do it, or, does that just feel like too much at the level of life that you're at? Because that is what I see. I don't see them going into like a foster care right now. That is an option, but I don't see that right at this current time. I do see her almost like starting a fight and getting mad. Does she yell at you a lot? Does she get like
Yeah,
hot-headed and mad? Yeah.
yes, yes,
Yeah, because I see her
yes.
almost
She
starting a
doesn't
fight
like
and
to
then
be
leaving for a few
told.
days. What
Mm.
to do. Yeah. Okay,
She's
so when it
she's
comes
just
to the
very
kids,
unhappy.
yeah. Well, she's just, unfortunately, I know. Okay, so if that's just how she is, because I don't see her coming out of that anytime soon. Now, just so you know, I do see in the future her coming up. I don't think she'll be like this forever. I think it will take her some time to get there. So in the meantime, if it comes down to you, that's what I would prepare myself for. But I do see her snapping out of it eventually. I don't think she'll be like this forever. It'll just take some time. I'm concerned for her about the abusive relationship, it being physically abusive. And she doesn't
Hmm.
think very highly of herself either. But her energy does look like it will come up. So that is something to look forward to in the future. Now, she might be a little bit better if you were to do prayers for her. But when I go into the children, when I go into the grandchildren,
Uh-huh.
um, their energy is beautiful. Their energy is so bright and fun and loving and kind. They do have some heaviness because of the stuff that, they've gone through in life with the lower vibrational energies and emotions, but
Hmm.
really, they're beautiful and they are very protected from the other side. You frequently have protectors in the home watching out for them. If you were to be the one that had
Okay.
them, can you get on any type of like help as far as like state help or anything like that where there's special needs? Would they be taken care of in that form?
I think the older one would probably be able to get like Social
Okay.
Security because of her syndrome. She has a special syndrome. She's only like number
Oh,
36 in the whole United States that's diagnosed with it.
oh,
So
okay.
I'm seeing her. She could probably get help.
Okay. So that makes me feel better about that situation. As long as you felt like you had it within you to take care of them. Even if by chance they did end up somewhere else, like a home, like a foster home or something in the future, Um, these kids,
Oh
they're
no,
very protected. Okay.
I could
Okay, good.
never ever let that happen. No,
Okay. Well, I want you to
because
focus
they
on them.
were as children. Okay, because they were as children taken away from her, but
Ah,
me and my family
okay.
took them in. So
Okay.
I just
Well, I don't
know
have
there's
too
just
much
no way I
longer
could let
left.
go of
I've only
them.
got Okay. I only have a few minutes left before I have to end this show. So I just want to tell you, when you
Okay.
start getting heavy emotions and heavy feelings, and you start to really stress out about your children, just know that they're they they're going to have to figure it out for themselves. I want you to redirect your mind to your grandchildren, the love and the light and the fun, the happy stuff that they
Mhm.
can bring in, because you're holding on to so much stuff that we need to teach you how to redirect your mind. Those children are very beautiful. They have beautiful energy. They're very protected. So if you can get more into that energy, and I know as a mother you're going to worry, but there really is nothing you can do about it. Your kids have to choose for themselves. Um, but shift your mind so you're not holding on to that heavy energy, and you'll start feeling lighter.
Mhm.
Of course, you can keep your prayers going and things like that, and keep asking the universe for the things that you need, especially for those two grandbabies of yours that are just so fun. I love seeing their energy. It's such a difference from your adult children. Those little ones are so blessed. But they are very sensitive. So I just want to tell you to be strong. Keep your prayers up. Keep it clear in your mind what you want so that the universe knows what to send you, okay?
All right. Thank you so much. I
Okay.
appreciate your
Yeah,
time
you're
and your
welcome.
energy.
Thank you. Have a good night, Danielle.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye. Hey, you guys, what a beautiful night tonight. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next week at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Have a good night.